Hello, everyone. This is Giovanni White, aka Archangel Royal, and this is my commentary for the Stillness in the Dark EP that I released a year ago today. This is specifically for the commentary of the first track of the EP, Faded to Black. And I'll tell you a little bit of the origin of myself and the meaning of behind these songs of this EP. So, let's begin. So, a bit about myself. I used to be in a band about 11 years ago. And, it didn't work out. So ever since then, me and old friend used to just try to search for a new band mates and such. But things between me and him later down the years didn't work out. So I was just solo, um, just doing my thing, still practicing, my guitar skills, and just looking forward to getting in a band and doing what I can to search like on Craigslist or you know talk to some musicians who lived in my state and see if we could hook up and jam together and see what we can get, or I'll go to Guitar Center and be that guy who will play the instruments, not buy anything, and see if I could hook up with someone, anyone want to jam. But didn't have luck there. So 2018, early in the year, um, I I think it was sometime December of 2017, but months later, I decided to meditate and then ask myself, what should I do? And I heard a voice say, GarageBand. And I'm like, okay, I will give GarageBand another shot because a few years prior I tried GarageBand, but it just didn't seem like it had the value that I was looking for. But over the years, obviously, it updated, and so I started working with it again, and I was so completely happy and grateful for that moment, and grateful to God that I was guided to download GarageBand again and start working on there and mess around with some sounds and exploring different like synthesizers, the guitars on there and the drums. And like I say, I learned how to play drums because of GarageBand. So it's pretty amazing. I had a lot of fun with it, and I was like, okay, am I really gonna take it serious? How am I gonna like release music? What can I do? What are the steps? So I was like going through my blueprint, and just just brainstorming, how am I gonna take the steps, because I'm serious about this music career. Because it wasn't just a hobby or something just to mess around on, So I've been serious since I was 17 when I found music to be my passion. Thanks to Linkin Park. Sounds cliche. I know there's a lot of bands out there, musicians and people in bands who say that Linkin Park inspired them. Well, hey, it's true. And that's what other bands like Lacuna Coil, Slipknot, Marilyn Manson, and so on. So, so I had the idea to create a grunge track, and I just wanted to be someone who was more original, so kind of like diverse in my sounds. And I feel like Linkin Park is diverse in their sounds, but just saying that, I guess it's not that original. That they took that same approach as well, and I am, but my own way though, my own element, my own energy. So there, I started messing around with the drums first, recording with that. Started messing around with the synthesizer, and it was all coming along. And I was up until probably like 12 a.m. and then, well, actually 1 a.m. Before falling asleep. It was around like 1:30ish, and an idea came to me when it came to guitar riffs. So I went with it. I jumped on GarageBand and just started like, recording and just went along with it. And I finished recording the guitars. So there is the first instrumental track. Also added some strings, and yeah, so Faded to Black, even though these tracks on this EP are instrumental, there's still meaning behind it. You know, the year prior, back in 2017, I obviously a lot of people was like affected with the passing of Chester Bennington, and so it was like one of the reasons why I was actually dealing with depression, and besides having to deal with an abusive relationship, and I got out of that, and I obviously would still be affected by anyone would, even after getting out of, getting away from that person, even though it was like long distance, but it still affected you. And so the EP was kind of inspired. So there's some songs that I've came up with that I started recording that's not on EP. It was gonna start out as an album, but I didn't want to like jump the gun. I wanted to start out from the bottom like everyone else. So I wanted to make an EP instead of an album. So Faded to Black basically represents you're in that dark place, but you're not gonna allow these things, these dark thoughts, these feelings, and what life throw at you, keep you down. So you find that light at the end of the tunnel, and then you reach for it, you keep going until you get there. You're not gonna stop, and you finally get there. You always get there eventually, because when you look back, you see how far you came. So keep going. And that song also helped me push through depression, because like how it came along, it was just so exciting that it made me almost forget about all those things. And then I was just like just very excited, just very happy. I could be happy about the littlest things, and just be very excited and grateful for the littlest things. So that was amazing. It was a great experience. And it just, the way the guitars is, start at the beginning and just play along with it with my heart. And honestly, I wasn't expecting so much that a lot of people actually loved the song. Like still is the most played track on there off Stillness in the Dark. So I'm very happy that I recorded the song, and very happy that people love it. And I'm grateful that people enjoy instrumental tracks. So thank you for joining me for this commentary, and let's continue on for the other tracks of the Stillness in the Dark EP.